So the key concepts of writing for screen are for students to consolidate and also develop their screenwriting skills, particularly for short form or series formats. But this course specifically looks at writing for web series. Narrative conventions, pacing, dialogue, style, formatting, of course. You don't necessarily need any prerequisites before you take the course, because you will learn all of the specific skills in developing your skills for writing for screen. Obviously, any previous information that you have is obviously helpful, but it's not a requirement of the course. Assessments that we do, the individual assessment is sort of a survey of the industry by looking at specific screenplays and being able to identify narrative conventions, screenplay narrative conventions throughout the script, so they become quite familiar with what a screenplay looks like, how to identify different parts of the screenplay. Second assessment is we put you into groups to where you start developing a full web series and come up with the idea, and then also understand how to write a log line, which is a short sort of introduction idea of what the story is about, how to write a treatment, how to come up with character descriptions, and sort of all the moving pieces that you need to then sort of synthesize it into a script. And then the third assessment is the actual web series itself, where each group member would be responsible for writing 3 web series in a total episodic sort of series. So to say if you've got 4 students, four people in your group, each is responsible for 3, and you would have a 12 episode web series. So it's quite exciting to kind of see how these small ideas come together, and then you have a full series that ideally, once you finish, you have something you could go out and produce. I think the skills that the students will learn in the class, of course, are not only the screenwriting and the narrative conventions of learning how to write a screenplay, but being able to apply that to any sort of format that they are interested in writing. Some of the other things that we do cover in the course are career pathways. So that's really interesting for the writers, because sometimes you don't necessarily want to be a screenwriter, but I think in the storytelling world, whether you look at marketing or advertising, filmmaking, film and television industry, having these storytelling skills and being able to write effectively and having those skills and transferring them to all kinds of different formats will be extremely helpful.